All right, so Joey, do we start? Or
dude, we're recording, my dude.
Now?
We're fucking recording.
Okay,
let's go.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, anybody
There,
even
Radio
alive out
Yeah,
there?
man.
It's me, Sebastian Winston Freckle, and I am here with my friend and co-star, the dashingly handsome
Paxton Turner Cade. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You, of course, remember us as the investigative duo from the hit CBS procedural IKEA Detective, solving cases through our unconventional ability to interrogate IKEA furniture.
And, we were co-stars for a full 7 seasons of that show, but did any of you know that we're actual real-life best friends?
Yeah, we met in the lobby after our screen test, and, the rest is history. I mean, I hang out with this guy all the time.
Yeah, especially since the show went off the air. And dang, do we just love reminiscing about our time on that show, the on-set hijinks, all that behind-the-scenes drama. But then we realized, oh my gosh, we've never actually watched a single episode of the show.
So when iHeartRadio pitched us this idea to do a rewatch podcast, that's when we had this incredible idea to do a podcast where we rewatched the show.
Join us as we recap all 151 episodes of the IKEA Detective, share stories from our days in that home design haven, and just shoot the shit from our own unique personal points of view.
Yeah, that's right. And guys, honestly, we are throwing out the assembly instructions, okay? This is going to be no punches pulled, no holds barred.
So listen and subscribe at the Meatball Men.
What's up, Blue Baggers? Keisha Beverly La Cienega here.
And I'm Sally Ball.
But you probably know us better as forensic specialist Dr. Malm and Agent Curtains from the hit CBS procedural IKEA Detective.
But did you know we are actual real-life best friends?
As the only 2 women in the cast, we have been inseparable on this amazing IKEA detective journey. We literally text each other every single day since the show went off the air.
Which is when we had this crazy idea to do a rewatch podcast.
As recurring guest stars, we have more than a few stories about on-set goofs, celebrity cameos, and even a little drama.
So join us as we recap IKEA Detective, pull back the curtain on Hollywood happenings, and spill the real tea with us only as we can. You know what I'm talking about, Keish.
Ooh, get ready to unpack all that and more on our new show, IKEA Ladies. Subscribe now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is a HeadGum original.
Daisy, shut the door. I'm potting in here. Hi, everyone. So a few people from the IKD Facebook fan group have been saying that I should start my own podcast. So I decided, why the heck not? Welcome to episode 1 of Assembly Required, covering all things IKEA Detective. I'm like a cat on hot bricks. Anyway, I hope you like my cast. And my name is Eleanor. Should I say my name? Do you need that information? Wait, am I live?
It makes sense that Seb's character, P.I. Masterby, that he always drinks from the same coffee mug because he is relitigating the mistakes of his past.
And I felt that in every one of your words, Nils.
Wait a second. The names of IKEA products are real words? I thought that shit was just Swedish gibberish, like this chef from the Muppets. That shit is real words?
Now, I find it hard to believe that Pax truly had no idea that those are real Swedish words.
Mom, we cannot hear you unless you talk into the mic.
Sorry. Right. Thanks, sweetie. This is why we pay Daisy the big bucks.
Not getting paid. But anyways, yeah, when my mom first wrote me into watching this IKEA detective thing, I was like, cringe, I'm gonna hate this show. But you know what? I gotta say, it's bad, but in like a good way. And to be honest, this is also the first time my mom and I have like bonded over anything in like a decade. And that feels kind of nice.
Yeah. So what's the deal with Pax? Is he just an idiot?
Well, this is actually kind of common knowledge. So his role, Detective Gunnell, was actually written for Lucy Hale. They even shot the pilot with her and everything. But then the network did like some focus testing, and it turns out that apparently audiences can't fathom a man and a woman working together, but not...
Excuse you?
You're right. Oh, podcasts are not a visual medium. Fucking. Working together, but not fucking.
There was such a depth to the material. I just really wanted to honor, the emotional journey of every single character in Gunnell's team in contrast to, how we shot the talking furniture.
Now, Corey, while we have you, I would be remiss not to mention the tragedy that happened during production on episode 604, Alice in Smallland, when the boom operator tripped over the Kirkuskalt and was paralyzed from the neck down.
That was one of the darkest days I have ever had on set. And, I can't imagine what his family must have felt, and
Yeah, no, that's tough, and it's totally understandable that something like that would take a toll on your mental health. Honestly, it sounds like you could use a hand from our friends over at BetterHelp. After completing a short online survey, their specialist will pair you with a licensed therapist, whether you're dealing with anxiety, depression, or...
MeUndies. They're the best briefs I've ever owned.
Dude, same. And listen, I work out a lot.
Yeah, me too.
No, I mean like a lot. And I am never chafing with my MeUndies on.
Yeah, plus that comes in all sorts of different styles, colors, and patterns, so you will have no problem finding
Your next hire on ZipRecruiter. Wow, can't believe we got our first sponsor. ZipRecruiter helps you
Try the McRib. Back for a limited time only at McDonald's. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. But before we end today's show, we've got a pretty big announcement for our beloved Blue Baggers.
While we've had an incredible time doing the past 50 episodes here,
We'll be moving to Wondery!
We're moving to Earwolf!
We are moving to Spotify.
Everything you love about IKEA, ladies, but bigger and better than ever.
Everything you love about Meatball Men, but bigger and sloppier.
Everything you love about Assembly Required, but bigger and richer than ever.
Rich as in the wealth of content. My mom and I started this pod as fans from a place of love and respect, and a $30 million contract doesn't change that.
No, exactly. I mean, it just wouldn't make any sense at that point to let Sally's character out of the lab to start doing like some sleuthing.
actually, I think I was actually demoted to an under 5 co-star for that episode, and I think I lost my health insurance.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Amazing.
Awesome. Nice.
I think this is a great natural point to make our little announcement.
Yes, as many of you know who listen to our separate and non-competing pods, Keisha and I met on IKEA Detective.
But did you know that we are also actual real-life best friends? Welcome to Woman and Man Talking.
And thank you to the mysterious Breakmaster Cylinder for that bitchin' theme song.
Only 2 eps in, and I'm already feeling so #blessed by the response from all of you.
Speaking of which, Keish, you left us all on a huge cliffhanger last episode. Who was that mysterious dinner guest at your holiday party who would not stop farting?
Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
Oh, damn! Well, I'm never gonna let her live that down.
Now let's welcome our guest, First Lady Michelle Obama.
So in case you missed it, my former co-host Seb Winston Freckle, super beta name by the way, has gone woke, and as a result, has also gone broke. But that's all right by me, because the righteous producers at the Freedom of Speech Podcast Network saw what I had to offer, and they shooted their shot. Bullseye. You see, I've spent a lot of time around the Hollywood elite. I know what makes them tick. I know what makes them squirm, and I know their secrets. And I'll tell you something else. It's high time people listen to what I have to say. Free from consequence. Free from sponsors that don't represent my lifestyle. It's time we start getting to the bottom of things. With me, Paxton Turner Cade. But first, have y'all heard about brain juice?
Hey y'all, real disappointed to be making this announcement, but with Paxton's recent behavior on social media, we're gonna be taking a temporary hiatus from making the Meatball Men.
But Paxton is just so charming.
Mom, 2 things cannot be true at the same time. He's canceled.
You're out!
Hey, Blue Baggerinos. While Keisha's away on tour, I'm going to be flying solo. And I know the biggest question on everyone's mind is, how can Sally handle hosting the show by herself when she has never been the lead of anything before in her entire life? Which is why I'd like to introduce today's special guest, Michelle! Season 2's Best Boy Grip.
All right, Sioux Falls, make some noise for the production designer of IKEA Detective, Alice Beer.
So you might know the 3 of us as coworkers, but did you know that we're also real-life best friends?
Big announcement, nuts and bolts.
As the most knowledgeable people about the whole IKEA Detective universe, we have officially been hired to create the new IKEA Detective spin-off series streaming next fall on Flim Flam Plus.
Sherry from Sheboygan writes, hey IKEA ladies, are you gonna be on the IKEA Detective spinoff?
I haven't heard anything from my reps. I also have no idea, and I pardon my bluntness, but like I have no idea what even the point of that would be. But I wish the new creators well.
Oh no, totally. We wish them so well.
So well.
So well.
Apologies for the limited pod releases lately, but we are ecstatic to finally reveal some info about the spin-off.
Okay, first of all, it's gonna be amazing, and that's because it will be centered around my favorite character in the whole IKD universe, Agent Curtains, played by Sally Ball!
Oh, and another thing, I watched the first episode, and this IKEA detective spin-off fucking sucks. Like, does anyone even know who Agent Curtains is? No, they don't. But of course, us hard-working Americans are having this show crammed down our throats by the mainstream media, just like they did with the vaccines. Hey, folks, I'm gonna tell you something. If I want anything shoved down my throat right now, give me the thing. It's gonna be another can of brain juice.
Unfortunately, Flim Flam Plus is being absorbed into Skimbleshanks Minus, and we've just been informed that they are canceling season 2 of our spinoff and scrubbing season 1 from all corners of the internet.
But as the expression goes, when a door closes, a Fonster opens. And we are so flippin' excited to announce that we will be launching our own podcast network called Lingonberry Media.
Welcome to Meatball Men's second helping on Lingonberry Media.
Yeah, and you guys know we've had our differences in the past, but there is one thing we both agree on.
Friendship over politics. Every time.
Seb can blow it out of his ass, okay? Two things can be true at once. I can still exercise my truth in a forum that is literally reaching across the aisle while acknowledging that the woke mind virus is just good for business, okay? And I don't think that makes me a traitor to the red, white, and blue. How about you, boss?
Pax, as a red-blooded Midwestern woman, I couldn't agree more. And that's why we wanted to renew your show to our network.
That's pretty hot.
It quickly became obvious that Eleanor and Daisy were as green as the Runin outdoor decking. Unlike me, they were not equipped to lead this project.
Oof. That's the first chapter of Sally's new book, Drawing the Curtains. My Life as a Television Forensic Scientist. Available October 18th. I love the show.
Stop.
No, I did. I loved the show, and I loved you in it. And how do you feel about your phone plan? Because I've been using Mint Mobile, and let me tell you, those guys know how to
Deliver farm-fresh ingredients right to your door. Whether it's spicy fajitas bowls, or teriyaki pork luau bowls, or chicken pesto bowls, I'm excited to
Gamble on the big game, and it's completely legal. Sign up now for $50 in free DraftKings credits and be more than just a fan.
Become part of it as fast cars going around lap after lap after lap. There's no better way to spend a NASCAR Sunday than with
Zip Donald's.
Fana.
Get $50 off your
first month free.
Shipping with the offer code.
Nuts 2023.
Ladies for life.
Brain Juice BOGO.
Data and messaging rates may apply.
I am not proud of my actions. Infidelity, especially in the workplace, is wrong. And the power imbalance that I created between myself and Paxton Turner Cade is a problem. Full stop. Which is why I'll be resigning from my position at Lingonberry Media, effective immediately.
It's fucked up, okay, that my mother has to go on like this whole apology tour, right? And that jerk-off Paxton is getting away scot-free, and like Lingonberry is losing sponsors left and right. Like I can't even form words right now, and he is suffering no consequences.
Daisy, I am being completely honest.
Stop. Did you know?
I had no idea that any of that was happening.
See, I don't believe you because I know for a fact that you've kept secrets for each other like this with shit in the past.
Well, let me just break the ice by saying, your mom does not look her age.
One hit network television show. 4 actors. 2 fans, 5 podcasts, a failed spin-off, and a media empire. Who could have ever predicted that these loosely connected parts would eventually be assembled into cold-blooded murder? When Paxton Turner Cade sat down with Daisy Peterson to record an episode of his podcast that fateful day, he had no idea it would be his last time at the mic. But how and why did we get here? Allow me to be your instruction manual in my brand new true crime investigation podcast. I'll lead the way, step by step, to help you assemble a portrait of success, betrayal, and Swedish furnishings that will leave you saying, I can't believe all of that fit into that little cardboard box. I'm actor Sally Ball, but you can call me the real IKEA detective. Subscribe now on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Overcast, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, Podbean, Blurby.